Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching in the world. Sean Driver, the Red Horde, and I'm flying solo. Brendan, the glue that has held this thing together all year long. He's got something to do, and so he's not here. So you're stuck with me on the old computer that's clicking along, and I might have to shut some things down. But let me know if everything's all ticking along and everything's good, and you've got me, and we're happy, and it seems to be that everything is working appropriately. The Batman to my Robin, the peanut butter to my jelly. It's going to be a weird one without the big guy here, but he's potentially going to be logging in. And if he does, I'll be sure to add him. You'll have to forgive me as the controls are. I'm going to be running everything. So it's a day. It's a day to celebrate. It's a day to reflect. It's a day to prognosticate about the future. It's a day to soak in a game that really doesn't mean anything. And that's why there might be a little bit of frustration for what the lineup has. But poor Luton, good morning. Travis, Brendan, yes, he's missing, and I am here. I'm going to be here. And not thank me. I mean, this is all, I'm just a hobby, having a good time, doing my thing. And my glasses broken, get kicked in the face by the kids, and they end up doing damage everywhere. And there is the man, the myth, the legend, Brendan Farrell. So yeah, we'll try and control this down. JB Mullin, here's what I want to get into and where I want to have the discussion. And the biggest thing for this one is talking about what we're going to be doing during the off season, looking to have a membership thing. Jason's back on this side of the pond. And here's the most important thing. I know it's 6:36 a.m. where I am, but it happened. Martin Davies is a Wrexhamite who lives about an hour away from my place. And he sent me a video of him buying out the liquor store from Wrexham Lager. They sent 12 cases out to every BC Liquor. I haven't found it in other provinces as of yet. I went into BC Liquor yesterday to grab mine. There it is. They said that it will be in as long as people continue to buy it. So that's the push for everybody, is go out to your BC liquor store when it hits your province, go out and make sure that it stays in Canada. Who's going to the racecourse celebration tomorrow? I know that I won't be, unfortunately. Shetland Islands reporting for duty. How the hell are you? I'm going to try. Let me just do a couple things here because we're obviously running without the big guy. Let's talk about this, and I will transition it over. Here's the lineup for the day. I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know what your thoughts are on it. As soon as I saw it, I went, well, that was my expletive. Arthur Gonko and net, I'm okay with that. Burton would have been fine. Don't care. Lewis Brunt, Dan Scar, Max Cluworth. I'm actually okay with that. If EOC was healthy, you could have slammed him in there. I don't know if there's another back that we would have wanted to get in there, but it is where we're at. Longman, James, and Dobson. Longman on the right side, McLean on the left. Surprised that Barney doesn't get a run in. Surprised he doesn't kick the cat on both sides, putting Longman on one side. But it's a nothing game. Where I have the issue is, and there's multiple issues. This is a swan song. The game means nothing. We lose this one and get absolutely buried. Does anybody care? But no Mullin, no Palmer. And I thought, there's two thoughts about that. Apparently, he's at a daycare center in Wrexham, is the current report. Paul Mullin is. If you are of the camp that Mullin is done and he's about to be cast off into the ether, then maybe you'd think that he'd have a swan song. If there's a chance of return, then you're not worried about it and you're putting forward your best 11. It does send the demonstration and does send sort of the message that maybe he is coming back, or it certainly sends this message. Parky puts out his 11 and the 11 that he thinks he can go and get it. I would have liked to have seen Harry Ashfield. I would have liked to have seen Mo Fall. I would have liked to have seen Revan. I'm disappointed. Sam hits it. I'm sad not to see Mullin and Palmer. I think they deserved it. And if you're not going to do that, kick the tires on what you got. Kick the tires on what you got, and put out some kids that give them a run out. Not to get blasted, like have a couple around them to soften the blow and help things in. Can I bring you in? I believe I can. Let me. Oh, I didn't see that you're there. I have to send you the link, I guess, because I don't see you in my video when I'm the director, and you probably don't even have the link to be a non-director. So I'll have to copy this, and I will go here, and you're going to have to copy and paste this from YouTube. And we'll get to the championship here. And I know that they'll play out their contract, well, unless they're transferred or loaned out, right? Like if you're Paul Mullin, are you happy to be fourth option, fifth option on a championship squad that you have a lot of history with, your kids in town, and so there's benefit and bliss there? Or do you prefer to get some actual playing time? Does that mean that you want to head over to the MLS? Does that mean that you want to step down a division? Does that mean, there's going to be teams that are out there that are going to be interested in both of them. And so the question is what do you want to do without it? But barring anything happening in Australia, right, Sam? Sam's going to be there as a personal bodyguard. He's going to be running shotgun around with Mullin to make sure he's okay. So I'm looking at my video. I'm ready for you when you're here. I'm going to close that so that we save on the bit rate and everything ticks along without exploding. So that's the disappointment. I don't know if you guys are like interested at all and give two hoots about their lineup, because I don't. But there it is. Wickens, Dariqua, Arahone back at Hamilton, O'Connor House. At what it is. There he is. Let's copy this. And just give me a second to figure all of this out because it has been a while. And if I do that, where do you show up? You don't. Uh-oh. Live and in charge, and I'm not going to be able... Oh, there he is. I just got to get you to move around a little bit. Give me a second here to try and set this up appropriately. I'm making a mess of my own screen, but that's fine. That's fine. One second. I apologize for this, everybody, as I scramble around. He's got everything set up. I don't. And so this isn't going to be pretty, but where am I? What's my name? I got to click that off. I can do this. I did this all last year, and it looked all seamless. But anyway, Brendan, I'm going to try and bring you in now. There you are, sir. How the hell are you? I hope I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
All right.
Can you hear me at all?
I'm actually not going to be able to hear you because I
don't have the mic on.
But everybody else is going to hear you because I haven't got it set up. And if you can't hear him, let me know because I at least know how to figure that out. I'm going to have to send the message to you and not be able to get the information. They'll tell me in the chat. Where the hell are you? Because it looks like it's glorious. And how are you, my friend? And how's the week been since you haven't been able to see all of this? And the madness and the chaos and the celebration and everything. So go ahead, tell us what's going on.
Yeah, it's exciting. I don't know if you can guess where I am, what city I'm in. I am in the Boston Common. That's my oldest son, Kendrick. And yeah, we're here to see my youngest son compete in the competition. And yeah, we had a little time to kill, so I thought I'd pop over here and say hi to all you guys. Really appreciate all the support that you guys gave us all year long. It was awesome. It made watching the game so much more fun. And I didn't want to miss the last game. I really didn't have any choice. I'm going for that Father of the Year award, so I had to be here instead of there with you guys. But I appreciate all the likes and all the follows you guys have been doing for us. And I'll kick it back to Sean and let you guys enjoy the game.
All right, it's back to me. Thank you very much, Brendan. I was saying, I don't know if you heard, I appreciate you, the Batman to my Robin, the peanut butter to my jelly, the yin to my yang. You've kept the glue on this thing all season long. Help the community grow and do its thing. And so for that, I'm all much appreciative. Thank you. Enjoy your day and your Father of the Year award, at least the U.S. version. I've got a
See you later.
Canadian one. All right, have a good one. Take care. Brendan's away doing his thing. I don't know about you guys. Tell me in the chat. This entire week has been absolutely glorious. Like nothing can go wrong and nothing has gone wrong. I mean, it has been a good week for other reasons. Canada is, despite the disappointment, there's at least a clear agenda as to what's going forward. Politically, there's the Vancouver Whitecaps, which I'm not a fan of, but if you've missed that, there's something to watch. Come June 1st, they'll be taking on, is it UNAM that ended up winning? I think it was. But they're in the final of the Champions Cup, which is CONCACAF's version of the Champions League. It's only the third time that a Canadian club has made it to the final. No Canadian club's ever won it. If they do, they get a chance for the 2029 Club World Cup I guess wherever it is. But they'll get a top European team. There's also another message here. Wrexham, go and win an FA Cup or an EFL Cup. Get into the Champions League and do some damage and get near the top of it, and they can play each other in a real competition. Let's go for it. The Wickham Stockport match is going to be one to watch. Yes, and that's true. I'm not going to get to it. Luton got relegated, and I've got that up here. If I can bring that up, window capture should show up beside me. Oh, they've refreshed the browser. You jerks. So just give me a second to do that. Nothing ever flows smoothly. You know what I'm saying? You have all of these good intentions and nothing ever flows smoothly. Let's put that. And then I've got to go here. Oh, I lost it. That's what happened. There it is. So let's just go through this. Don't mind the banner. This is the championship table. So Leeds, Burnley up at the top. They're moving up. You're going to have one of these teams is not going to be in it. Either Sheffield United, Sunderland, Coventry, or Bristol City. You got to be disappointed if you're Blackburn or Millwall. I'm assuming all of the games have ended because one of those two teams with 2 points, especially Blackburn with 2 points, could have jumped up and taken out Bristol City, who had themselves a bit of a day. And yes, I will have a 20-second delay, so keep that one in mind. No spoilers. They want to basically all championship games broadcast in the US outside of iFollow. Mike, I don't know about the USA. I know in Canada, if you're on DAZN, it's a $30 a month subscription that you'll be able to pick up a handful of games. And so you'll be able to do that. Jeepers, my computer is like, I don't like this. So you'll have to let me know how it all shows up and whether I get audio blips here. Too much stuff, too many things up and running, and I'll have to shut some stuff down here as we go through it. So to go through it, don't do this to me with the graphics. So after you get past Bristol City, all of these teams we are guaranteed to have into the championship, and we'll be visiting Blackburn, who a couple seasons ago with the Cup, Millwall, lots of history there, West Brom, Middlesbrough, Swansea. I guess that's our new derby. Is that what we've advanced to? We've gone from Chester to, I guess, Tranmere to like Shrewsbury, and now we're up to Swansea. Bonkers. Sheffield Wednesday, which is a big one for me. That's my Uncle Alan, who I've met a couple of times before he passed. He's an in-law. He's my wife's uncle. He was a massive fan of the Owls, had a big tattoo on his back, or on his back of his leg. And so that'll be fun. I'd like to probably get to that one, make that the 5th of the 92 that I need to get to say I've been to all of them. I might get to that before I croak. Norwich, Watford, QPR, Portsmouth, Oxford United, Stoke, Derby. I'm happy that they've stayed up. I'm happy that Hull stayed up only because Liam Miller is there and he's a Canadian that I'd like to be able to see. So we'll see where it's at. Stoke is pretty close, and so I think as natural rivals, Swansea fits, Stoke potentially, Preston because no, it's too far north. I don't. You guys tell me. It's not like it has been in years past where, I mean, it's a byproduct of having played them all the time. Is you see them over and over again, you develop the rivalries. But anyways, the off season's really the focus. I'm going to grab the Discord here and throw that up into the chat. And I've got some stuff from Welsh Techie, fashionably dressed for this one. Welsh Techie is. And so here is the link. Hidden. Okay. I don't know what happens when I copy it, but let's put that up there so that you guys have it. And I'm going to try to pin it. No, it says hidden use copy button. I did. Well, that's just crazy. and disappointing. Generate a new link. I don't know. This is what I get. I'll show you. I post it and it says hidden, use the copy button. I just did to copy exactly that in. So I don't know what Discord is doing. So I'll have to find a way for that. I'll put it up in the chat. We'll put it into the post. We'll make sure everybody gets there so that you're there for the season. And we'll figure that out. I'm going to close out of Discord. I'm going to grab a couple of pictures here and then we'll talk about that as we get into it. So yeah, firing up the Disney Plus subscription. That starts May 15th. We're going to be here for the TST tournament. We've got the Hong Kong women's tournament. We've got the Aussie tour. We've got, hopefully I can get some of my other videos out that we've had the opportunity. I want to be able to clean this up. And Sam, if you're here, let's chat about how to make this thing a little bit more sparkly for the next season and do what we need to do there. I'm going to close out the window capture, just leave my ugly mug on the screen. And you guys let me know what you're looking. Oh, and the dating thing, Deandra, we want to set that one up. Probably subscribers only for those that don't know and missed out on the post. I was on a reality dating TV show like 8 years ago, something like that. And it just got picked up. Man, my computer is struggling. Give me a second. I'm going to close some things out and try to minimize this thing from doing all sorts of damage. So I won't be able to get the poll going as much as I would like to. And that's fine. We'll figure this out as we go through. I keep putting money into the thing to set everything up. I'm just going to close a bunch of stuff down. So stay with me as the computer ticks along and struggles away to clear everything up. But I'd rather get this done now. Just know that you're traveling from the 11th to 17th of May. Well, that's great with me. We'll do it later on. I will try and figure out something, and it'll just be, I'll be at the controls in the background, I think, for that one. We'll bring you up. We'll run it simultaneously, and we'll see what we can get done. I'll just have to test how the computer operates it. So, yes, that's WNG. That's what I was talking to, messaging out to we need to add 23 new teams. And the biggest thing is the scoreboard. I'd like to get the scoreboard going and maybe some AI scraping that I'm going to be looking up myself and whether or not you can do it or not to try and add some stuff and some features to this. More tools and more fun. Man, look at the celebration. And speaking of celebration, before I forget to do that, let's get to screenshot here. And I've got to pull this one up because there is no better looking man on the face of the planet than oh, hold on. Too big. Than this man right here. I don't even want to be on the same screen as him. Welsh Techie. Take a look at that. More cool-ish. That's what we need. Lots of it. AI scraping, the scoreboard for W&G, all that sort of stuff. But have a look at this. I would love to be there. I would love to be next to that man. There's no way I could pull anything off like that. Like, that is glorious. And to you, I mean, that's, I don't even know what you call that. The Earl of Wrexham? The Duke of the Kairas? I mean, I don't even know. A Wrexham tutor? I don't even know. I mean, he is, I'm going to see if I can bring this one up without blowing everything up direct, but he did send and I didn't download it, a screenshot of where he's at. I didn't save it, and that's on me. So I apologize. Thank you for doing it. Keep doing it next season, and we'll figure it out. But Welsh Techie, God, the glory that is. He's going to have to explain himself as to exactly what that, what that is. So we're 7 minutes away here from getting everything started, and I don't know what to say. I'm numb to the whole thing. I keep looking at the teams that we're going to be going to play. People have been saying, like, what game are you looking forward to? Is it Leicester in Wrexham to open the season? Is it Leicester away? We go over there. Is it Southampton? There's so much deliciousness. Everyone's in costume. You look at it. It's just a celebration. Sheephead don't care to watch the game. People wearing leis. I don't get that. I don't understand that connection. But it's a game that really means nothing. Go out and have a run out. Have some fun. We'll follow along. West Brom, and you'll have to tell me why. Deandra, is there a reason for it? I see today's games from the championship on Disney Plus, but don't see the games, so I'm not sure if they'll show all the games. Really? Oh, that must be down in your neck of the woods that it's on Disney Plus, because the rights here, if it was on TV in Canada, it would be Paramount Plus in the US. In Canada, it would be on Sportsnet, I think, has the rights. Nobody really has them, so. Ipswich, baby, Ed Sheeran from Tom Brady. Well, I guess we'll still have Tom Brady next year. Ed Sheeran. It's fascinating. No particular reason, but it's crazy that we're playing them. You know what? That's how it's been for me looking at the entire thing. Like, there are serious clubs, and I'll put this out there, and I'm still putting it together. That video that I have about the financial stuff, if for the love of God, if you guys don't watch that, I'm going to find you in your home and well, I won't do harm. I won't do harm and scold you. I will scold you. I will say strong words because that damn video is taking so much of my time to put the graphics and the charts and the whole 9 yards. But my end conclusion of that thing is getting to the Premier League is a lottery ticket, and it is difficult unless you're a parachuted team down. But we're not that bad. Depending on our summer. We could be in a very good situation depending on our summer. And that's what I'm looking forward to, is seeing exactly where we go. The players are making their way out. I have to, by the way. I know it's 7:00, but this is the kind of day that it is I need my, this is all a celebration. This is all sitting around next to you guys having WREXHAM Lager. Where's the logo on this thing? WREXHAM Lager. Brewed under license in Surrey, British Columbia. The only Derby game that's not a Derby is Derby. That's probably true. Although for me, I've got a connection. One of the guys that helped me out very, very early on in the process, and I don't think he's actually ever become a member and really followed along, but he helped me out with a bunch of the back of house stuff, is a guy who's from Derby. And we were talking, this was back in National League, League 2 territory. It was during the summer of the promotion, I guess. And we were joking. I said, we're coming. We'll be in the same league with you in a couple of seasons. He was like, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'd like to reconnect with him and say, so if I get over there for that game, we going? Because that would be a lot of fun. No, because our academy is not built up yet. And they only take the like the 12 of the teams that are in the top division. So we're going to be a while to get to that point. Look, at the end of the day, the academy is going to grow. It has to. We got to get better than Colliers Park. We've got to figure out exactly what's going on with the COP and get that thing rolling. And once the spade's in the ground, I'll feel a hell of a lot better than half of it down. And I haven't heard anything but in the last little while other than those 2 sections coming down. But it's going to be a busy offseason. It has to be a busy offseason. And so I'm going to go back out of this mode. I'm going to hit that button there. We're going to soak this one in, embrace ourselves. And I've got WREXHAM Lager and Clam. Enjoy today. 7 o'clock in the morning. What am I doing? Should almost, town is going up, ole, ole. That's all that I hear. Town is going up, ole, ole. Town is going up, ole, ole. And that's what it is. Today's a celebration. The penultimate season, game, they take care of it. And so we get to sit back and take this one. Parky's just sitting on the Gatorade cooler. The costumes are in full display. So flip of coin. A couple of things that I didn't realize, and here's a special thing about this being Lincoln City, is let's go back to 2008, May 3rd. Was it May 3rd, 2008? Let me make sure I have that right. I'm going to bring it up on my thing just to make sure that I have it. May 3rd, 2008. For Wrexhamites, you'll probably know exactly what that date was. That date was the day that it was finalized. I guess it was before that, but that was the last game in League 2 before the relegation. And where did that game happen? Some 6,000 days ago. Lincoln City. And so I don't know why nobody pulled that out. That's like destiny calling us. The last game of the year that led to the relegation, this year, the last game of the year is the one before promotion to the championship. Well, the squad depth. So there's two things about the championship that are important to realize is more substitutions. You get up to 9. And so that's going to mean more names and more opportunity to kind of spread the workload around. The other thing is, one thing that we haven't had to deal with is international windows. When there's a break, unless you had 3 players in League 1, League 2, unless you had 3 players that were on a squad that were away doing international duty, they would have to take the weekend off. We didn't have players. So it was only when our competition ended up having 3 players that we would end up having enough to qualify for that. That's in the championship. You just get that week off. There is a moment of silence here, and I feel a little awkward. I was talking through them when I can hear everybody paying respect. And to be fair, because I was talking, I didn't hear what the moment of silence was for. And so my apologies for that. If people have it, please throw that into the chat. Ouch on the clam juice. It has to happen, man. It has to happen. And so if Hollywood scripts and all that sort of stuff, I think it would have been like this is, if I would have seen that Lincoln City was the last game of the year and made that connection myself, and that's the frustration, I guess, of being a new fan, is it's all those little tidbits that we're learning and didn't experience, didn't feel. The Valley disaster. Thank you. Yeah, that was Bradford City and an absolute nightmare. 56 lives. And so well done to have that tribute. Lots of people. M's got baggy, so there's going to be lots of people for the West Brom. Hey, a couple of things before we get this thing started and underway, and I've got to go over to my scoreboard and make sure I get it all started here, is that like button's down below. Click it. Let them know that we're here. You know, the algorithm gods figure it out. And we're going to soak this one up. The other thing, thank you, Ultimate Promotions all season long. This thing has been ad-free. No annoying pop-ups, nothing like that as we are underway. Check out the pins. They're beautiful. They're gorgeous. That's the stamp version. You can get the enamel. You can get the soft enamel. You can get the metals. You can do all of that in Lincoln City running forward. And you know what's funny is I haven't cared about this one. I didn't even bring up the sofa scores. Arthur Ogonko gets a first touch of the ball and makes a save. I'm going to go to... Don't mind me ticking along the joys of all the sound effects. And I actually think the kids are going to be up early as well today because they were bad, so they went to bed early. And so I fully suspect that they will be walking in this door earlier on. Lincoln City is spry to start as Gardner now on the run on Cleworth. Player of the season. 2 players made player of the season. We can bring that one up, I guess, as well, maybe during the halftime if I can find it. Cleworth one on the right backside, and the other one was, oh God, Barnett on the wing. Interesting because he's not even on the starting 11 anymore, deferred to Longman, but still makes the EFL League One team of the season. Yes, thank you. And I hope they'll be back. Leighton Orient already jumping up. The only match that matters today is the Leighton one and the Reading. And you guys let me know in the chat what you think about that game. Reading, lots of people going and thinking it could be the death of the club this season if they don't sell it and see what happens. And so there's that fear and concern. So I want them to move up. But with Leighton, they helped us out and did a solid. I would be more than happy if they joined us. So I don't know who I want to be in the playoffs. Let me know if they are. And yeah, I got to get going on all of those and try and get them done in advance. Maybe it's going to be bonkers. Yeah, 23 more Who Are You videos. The downside of promotion. I'll take it. Do it again, too. I'll do another 19 the year after if we're able to get there. And yes, W&G, as always. You know what? Everybody's filled a role. There's been Kim. There's been all the Daves with the comic relief. There's Deandra's been covering the women's matches and is absolutely massive. And so it's just been a good year. It's been a good year. We've had fun, and that's where it is. My guess is I'm going to call it 14 million. and I'll tell you why I say it's 14 million. In our, they'll double their wage rate anyway. They may end up going above that with transfer signings, but they will double their wage rate, and I'll explain why that's what I would be. If they don't go as high as 12 million on their wage rate, I will be disappointed in the offseason, and we will have some struggles going forward. But we'll see where it is. Matty James, Rathbone, some added control and an extra little pass by Matty James, and Sam Smith goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. This isn't Charlton we're playing against. I'm a little sleepy here, and I'm not going to run. He just looked at the ball fly over top of his head. Stupid, I follow. Don't buy it. Log in somewhere else. David, do people look down on the National League and track what's going on? Who's doing that? Yeah, I think that's what we can expect. 12 million for 4 players. I mean, I think we'd be comfortable with the backline. Here's the thing, and nobody wants to say it. It's blasphemy, and I might get blasted in the channel. Max Cleworth is worthy of playing in the Prem. I'd like to say that's with us, and we go up for it. But if somebody comes down with a whole bucket of cash, I don't know what you do. I don't know what Robin Ryan would do there. But that's, yeah, and there's not set up for it today, Dave. The exclamation marks, it's me in the control room. So it's, I don't have all those things set up, but what I do have is red beer. Shh. And the other thing that's a consideration is Lewis Brunt, and whether you think he's ready for the championship or not. If he's not ready, then maybe you give him the sparing minutes and you bring somebody else. I mean, I think they need to have another defender for depth purposes anyway, that could play potentially the left back or the left or the right side. My shout out, and I'm going to put a video together, and I have one player that I think should be in the lineup is Here Comes Lincoln City, and stopped by. Was that Matty James you interrupted? Dan Scarr with the stab. McLean, right footer up over top, knocked down and intercepted by Arrowhone, and he's going to push it forward. We're just thumping it and sending it for Sam Smith to go and chase onto. 5 minutes in. Good morning, Santiago. Brunt's not ready. Scarr is ready. And see, I'm not sure about Brunt and Rob Ryan Red talked about this if you listen to them during their broadcast, not the last one about Lincoln City, but the one before that about back-to-back. And listen to it because you want to hear about what it means to Wrexhamites and to hear their emotions as they go through the National League and the relief from that one to sort of the joy, celebration, expectation from League Two to this one. There actually being like some tears involved. That's entered in, and Algonquin knocks that one down. Not as spry and on as normal. Can you forgive him? I can't. But go listen to the Rob Ryan Red one. They had some good stuff, but they were talking there about Brunt and his technical proficiency. I think he gets caught out too frequently and can be a liability, but he also has the skill set to do some things that other players can't, namely those interceptions. With my voice actions. God. Is that the... I don't even know what the truffle one triggers. I don't even know anymore. I've lost control. But they were saying that Brunt in the championship is potentially going to be better, that the technical proficiency of the players in the championship is something that he's more wired for than elsewhere. It's an interesting take. I wouldn't have expected it, but they've watched a lot more football than I, and so there's an opportunity where you need to defer to those people. Flop. Santiago's in the middle of the jungle, bringing food and clothes to kids here. Round of applause for that. Wanted to make sure that I said hello and liked the video. What's your excuse for not liking the vid? Huh? Thank you, Santiago. That's amazing. Wrexham goats going up, ole ole. Wrexham's going up, ole ole. The town are going up. The town are going up. The town are going up, ole ole. Oh man. Since the year 1500. We need 2 goals from our 8 good guys today. Our 8 from one of our 8 goal guys today to avoid breaking our 10 goal scoring streak. I don't think it's going to change. And there's a positive to that, is eking out points and getting yourself to where you're potentially competitive is incumbent on having good defense and finding a way to chisel out some points. So I don't have a problem with the style. Are we going to be pretty? Nope. Are we going to frustrate some teams? Yep. Are we going to get our butt handed to us a couple of times? Probably. But I think we're in the mix. I don't think that, like, there's going to be teams in the championship, as it happens every year, that are going to run away with it. That's how those trampoline things figured out, payments work out. Alfonso, stay away from Alfonso. No, it's never you. It's we just tend to believe that it is. I don't know, but I am drinking his beer. The other thing, and I haven't checked whether the vote is open, but the team voting for player of the season, fan voted player of the season, and young player of the season is there. I can tell you what I did, not to dissuade you, not to encourage you. Player of the season for me, Max Kluworth. Young player of the season, Arthur Ogonkwo. Those are mine. If you have others, how do you watch it? You got to do it on iFollow, Charlo. It's the only way to get there. So you go to WREXHAM.com and click on videos, or you can put it in /videos. And it's a 10 quid subscription to be able to pick that one up, as there's a header battle inside the box and cleared away at the 9.5 minute mark. I just want Walsall, and I haven't looked at the league. Is the League 2 table running now? We are getting swarmed by Lincoln City. I got the League 2 table up now for me to look at. Doncaster, they're promoted free and clear. They were in a battle with Port Vale to find out who gets to hoist the trophy today. Doncaster's taken on... Oh, you're not going to tell me who they're taking on. That's rude. That's rude. So I have to bring it up this way. Doncaster, taking on Notts, in Notts. So that's going to be a challenge for them. Port Vale gets Gillingham. The one game that I'm really watching there, are the 2 games, I guess, is Bradford City's got Fleetwood and Walsall's got Crewe. I hate the Chickens. And I shouldn't say this on the Day of the Valley memorial and people playing tribute to it and all that sort of stuff. But Bradford has the most ignorant, old school, clueless fans in all of the football that we've seen since becoming a fan. They don't get it. And long may they suffer. They can keep their big stadium and toil in League 2 for as long as they want. It's just the fans are doinks. Absolutely. Like, there are unintelligent fans in every fan base, but I rarely find one, if ever, in the Bradford fan base. There's an unqualifiable elitism that they feel. So, and I just don't get it. Unless you're in the UK. If so, you can watch it by Now TV. So there's another option for you. Depending on where you are in the world, too, livesoccertv.com has where all of the streaming services are available. They're covered off. And so, can't watch it because you're located in Wales. Yeah, that's the problem. If you're in Wales and it's the 3:00 blackout's got to go. Should do a video on that too. All entirely opinion. Scar misheader. Flashed across the face of goal. Not the most confident clearing, not the most confident defensive step. And Lincoln City, for whatever reason, they got nothing to play for either. Going after it. W&G with the update. I've been to 3. I have been to 3. Bolton, another Lincoln City swarming over on the right-hand side. Huddersfield away and Wickham away. And the only challenge for me is going to 50 games is really, really tough because to fly over there, I have to take the family. My wife's from Yorkshire. If I was to go over to the UK without my wife and kids, we'd have a memorial. You guys would be hosting a memorial because it wouldn't go over well. Hey, Edgardo from Argentina. How are you, my friend? But it's like a $5,000 spend just to get over there, just on the airfare. So Canadian dollars, which is like, I don't know, 2 pence. 13 minutes in, time ticking away, 0-0. And do we really care? This is just an opportunity really to chat with you guys while we watch. Algonquin does his little Flintstone. Okay, I'm not doing it again. He kicked it straight out. As soon as we've been joking about him not being able to keep it in the lines and joking about why does he do the Fred Flintstone bowling tippy toe thing. He's got to come up with a different strategy. Mo Fall's got to talk to him and just say, just step forward and drive your foot through the ball. But I'm envious of Wrexhamites. And imagine, you talk to people from Wrexham and you say a decade ago, imagine there'd be people globally that would be envious of those that were living in Wrexham, and they'd be like, what the hell happened? Like, did we? But it's an up and coming town with so much of a positive vibe, outstanding restaurants everywhere. The people of Wrexham. I mean, they are on par, if not better, than small town Canadians. And that's pretty rare. Third and fourth get home field advantage. 3 will play 6, 4 will play 5. With the last one getting home field advantage, and the 2 winners of that will meet in Wembley and find out who's coming up with us. I don't know if we want to watch those. Are we interested? I'm not really that bothered about it. Put forward right in the mix did Lincoln City. That was an amazing pass forward. And I'm going to say that, was that O'Connor that was all the way forward? Ruffin puts it in the mix and should have probably done better with that. And sort of lands right on his head chest and he just can't get it forward. Fascinating. Hands in the head. The Allens, there's rumors that there's other billionaires being courted. It's an interesting. You look at the wage rate, you look at the revenues that teams have. Wrexham's in good stead with our revenues, and I assume that they're going up. It'll be interesting to see the proportion of it come down. But the next, I think, tell me if I'm wrong, I think that the capture of Wrexham fans, I mean, after year 1 of the season, it wrapped right up, but has plateaued quite a bit. And I don't think that fans are leaving, those that have found Wrexham, but I think that the draw, those that have wanted to come and were inspired to come have come. And I think it's a slower process. You're going to get now the regular haul and attraction that you get from being a championship side squad, right? And there's going to be people who jump in late. But yes, remember, no spoilers. Deandra likes to see me lose my mind without knowing what's coming when I'm surprised. Ogonquo, free kick, runs out, grabs it. Nothing there. It's so that means that this is the scary part, Jason. 12 is what they've sent around to all the liquor stores. I called my mom up in 100 Mile and I said, go to the 100 Mile liquor store and buy a case or 2 of Wrexham lagers. So she's doing that because the manager at the BC liquor store, when I was talking to her, said that it's on a minimal, whatever that means. And well, I don't know why they use that word. And I said, what does that mean? And she says, that means it's not for a short period of time. It's listed to be brought in over and over again, but it'll be measured over time and they'll decide where they want to keep it. So it is incumbent on us in British Columbia to ensure that Wrexham Lager stays in North America by becoming functional alcoholics. Not really, but to enjoy a beverage in moderation, of course. Donnie up on Notts County. That'll kick him in the groin. That one, I just Walsall. Talk about a fall off. James McLean steals it. He steals it. He comes forward. Bad pass, and then Rathbone backheels it, and now he's got to go back and collect it at midfield. Meh. Drink it all. I will try. I'm sure I can find enough people who take a good swing at it, but I've heard that, John. Matt is more of a connoisseur than I am, and he put the video and he says it tastes like home. When I actually had the beer by itself without the Clamato juice, it tasted like the Wrexham lager I was drinking in the turf. Mind you, I had many of them, so probably water would have tasted the same by the way I was rolling through it. Dave, we're gonna win auto promotion to the Premier League next year. I can see this one's made in Surrey. It says right on the back, Wrexham Lager Beer Company, brewed under license at the City Breweries and Distillers at 11411 Bridgeview Drive, Surrey, BC. I think they've done a decent, it tastes right. I will only say the can feels budget. 86 stores, 12 were sent out per store. And there were 6, I think, at the Port Moody store and here comes Lincoln City again, left-footed cross into the area, and they stuff it in the box. They waters it. They've got the yips, which is good because we're not even running around and chasing and blocking things down. Blasted and blocked away the defensive shell. We're practicing defense today. Be interesting to see how the fan base alters when we get humped a few times. See, I don't want to give too many spoilers. I mean, Leeds had, with their distribution and their revenue and their sales, 137 million quid earned in turnover. I know they're not in the league next year, but there will be 3 teams coming down, and they will have similar. Well, I guess it said excluding. Well, I guess Ipswich. They'll all be fine. So they're all going to be in the 70 to 140 million quid territory. That's just knucking futz. Yeah, the U.S. version's made in the States. The Aussie version's made in Australia, and so yeah, but it isn't coming straight over. I thought it was coming straight over. I can drink it if it's brewed over there. I won't be able to. Why can't you drink it? It's the same recipe. Yeah, they're spoiler alert. The Championship League, this is my conclusion, is the least fair professional competition in the entirety of sport. Well, I don't know if North Korea has like a professional sports team, sports league, because I'm sure whatever team that Kim Il-sung prefers, they might have a bit of an unfair advantage. But let's say in the Western world, the championship is it is competitive, but competitive with an asterisk. And I'll go through that in my video. No Mullins, no Palmer, no Fall, no Love. It is really the only change is Lee is up front as a striker instead of Rodriguez today, and he's not getting any ball. I haven't even said his name, and I had to look to confirm he was actually on the team and on the pitch, because it is really the starting 11 except for Lee. Well, it's all his fault. Why wouldn't you put Mo Fall out there? Mo Fall and Paul Mullin, a guy young and hungry and wanting to prove his worth, and another guy, I won't call him old, who wants to demonstrate what he's got, whether it's a swan song, whether it's whatever. If there's a positive, it may mean that Mullin's coming back. I mean, barring an MLS squad saying they want him and paying some money, he's got to be coming back, right? Well, that sucks. Oh, I hear Munchkins moving. I knew it was going to be an early start for them. Oh, Fall injured. That's good. Well, not good. That explains it. And that's on me for not getting that. The reality of just work being busy, I do my best. Yeah, to get caught up on things. But in the last couple of weeks, and I did know that. I knew that last week. I don't know why I didn't see that this week, because I saw was it shoulder? I thought it was his leg, though. But I did know that because I saw the Instagram post. So I'll give Parky the pass on that one, because that's on me being stupid. Huddersfield's pain continues. Right-footed, easily clicked. We're just testing our defense and our shape here for this first 22 minutes. He is. Brum setting the already existing record, and I think they have an opportunity to jump over top of Doncaster for the most wins ever. They've already secured most points by any team in a European football competition, so that's intriguing. Well, that's just frustrating. No aviation gin. I got Huddersfield wrong. I'm going to be honest. And more importantly, I thought Rotherham was going to have a team. I thought that their moves to sell off a couple of better players but increase their depth meant that they were going to have enough to overwhelm, but they just didn't have somebody at the top of the pile to stir the drink. And so promotion is sitting there as it sits for Walsall. Bradford currently sitting in the spot at 76 points. Walsall at 75 points. Please do. That's what I'm hoping for. Just punish Bradford. Put them into the playoffs. Let Notts County or Grimsby, maybe Chesterfield even. Yeah, that was the one I stuffed. I just thought that the depth was going to pull them through, but they just don't have any magic man up front, and so they just couldn't get it. Rathbone with the ball. We've got possession for a little bit. I don't even want to look at the stats of this, especially touches in the box. It's going to be like 14 to, I don't think we have one. As Clueworth just has to bang it off of a body. It is not the prettiest of days. You don't want Brum to match our record. We're all good. Morecambe's going down. Carlisle's going down. That's your League 2 table. And you know what's fascinating is 25 minutes into a game where statistically Wrexham have been absolutely battered. Absolutely? I'll have another Wrexham beer, please. Absolutely battered. And the fans from Wrexham just nonstop sing it. The white palais going out around the grounds. Are the away fans dressed up today? Are they dressed up? Yes. Sheep. We showed Welsh techies doing his Welsh tutor thing. I don't know what Longman tries to take on 3 players. It didn't work. And so Lincoln on the return, cutting through the middle of the pitch, right-hand side, dangerous. This looks good. And then smashed off the back of Scar, and another crack goes up over top of the net. Happy to see our reserves survive. Donnie up 2-0. Goal differential at 23. Port Vale is going to have to win, and they're going to have to score at least 4 at the moment. This isn't a game. This is an excuse for a performance. That's exactly. Bring your lungs, kids. It's time to sing for 2 hours. It's the Wrexham Away Fan Concert Tour. One and only stop. Lee was going to fake a foul and flop, and then the boot didn't get close enough to his head, so he just ducked out of it. I don't know if everybody else saw that. Fascinating. Some dress-up picks. Oh, God, let's... Hold on. Lincoln City making its way and bashed off a Clueworth. They're going to have not the frog in the background of the up the turf photos. Let me get to Discord here. I shut it down because it was hiccuping. Maybe I'll try and grab the link again, which I tried to grab earlier. 27 minutes. I haven't talked about a single part of the game. This is the first time I've done a watch-along like this where we just chat. We just chat. I don't give any color. I'm not giving a damn thing. Oh God. How do I get all these? Download. Is this from today? Did you find these today? I'm an avocado. God, these are gorgeous. Let's get these. I don't even know. Like, do you have friends that are sending these to you? Hey, we've got an opportunity. Looking, Rathbone over to Lee. Lee's going to kick it out to McLean, 9 yards away, looking for a cross into the area. Right-footed. And Smith, left foot cross just in front. And it is today because I can see the traffic cones in the away section. Behind, to the left of goal, there's 4 traffic cones. And having said that, now I got to go here and bring this picture up. Just give me a second. Oh, my word. Gorgeous. Oh man, this is the best picture of the bunch for me. This is what does it. Have a look. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Have a look at this. Traffic cones. Hackett just completely slaps one over top. Has a little pout in the middle. Have a look at that. That's from today. I'm assuming that's on Twitter or something. Those are all pre-match. Yeah, my feed is choppy. It's when I'm moving things around. It's not liking me doing the studio mode. So I'm gonna get these up because Bryn sent them, and then probably leave it alone here. I'll grab another one and try to reframe it. I don't even know what. I'm an avocado? Is that what that is? An avocado. Wickham up on Stockport. Hi, bud. You want to come in and say hi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. There's that fan there. Can I move that fan?
Just come underneath. That confused my brain.
That is not as good.
Come watch football.
Okay.
Come under. Come on.
Some more.
It's our day. I gotta move this off. There you are.
I'm gonna put this there.
Put that there. Okay. And let's watch. We can talk to our friends.
Yeah. That is what McDada.
Yeah, that's you. See, that's Ogonko with the ball, and he just gave it to Dan Scar. You watching?
What? Yeah.
We're cheering for the yellow team. That's a good question. Who do we want? I'm torn. I would like to see Reading survive and be good.
That was his hat.
Oh, there's Yaya's watching. She says hello. Now you're confused because you can't see her? You can say, hi, Yaya. She's listening. Say, hi, Yaya.
Hi, Yaya.
There you go. Who do we want to go up? Reading, I would love to go up because I want the team to be able to preserve, but I don't want to reward their freaking owner. Wickham, I'm happy with them going up, hosting, and the whole medical incident that happened down to the left of where I was standing, and the response to that. I mean, the fans, everybody, the players, the organization were on it. So I'd love to see them. Leighton Orient did us a solid and set us up for promotion and the opportunity to go and get it with their win against Wickham last week. So I'm all for that. But anybody but Stockport, I guess, is my answer. Although if Stockport went up, it brings some fans who have a little bit of fire. So there's at least we'd have a rivalry potentially. I guess we have to be the rival with them because we don't have anybody else in the league or the championship that immediately comes to mind. Our inseparable bond, and there it is from W&G.
Oh, my blanket.
Yeah, you can have your blankie.
Don't hit my blanket here.
Okay.
And hold up. Ta-da.
Smith running over top of people. DeAndre, I'd rather Stockport not go up. Yeah, and I completely understand where that would come from too. Hey, if you're watching this, like button down below if you haven't done it already. Subscribe button's even better. Join the chat. Sign up as a membership. We're going to be here during the summer and doing things and figuring it out and growing this guy who likes his football to be able to come and soak this stuff up too and give his perspective. Yeah? Yeah. That's Max Kluwerth who kicked the ball down the pitch. He's amazing. Sam Smith in a battle just can't get anything done.
That one is like there.
Luton will be on Prem parachute payments. All three of those teams will be on the top drawer. Lee Smith back inside the box. Couldn't get there. Squeaks out. Chip over to McLean. Left-hand side. Shh. He's a goalkeeper. We want to get the ball past him. We don't like the blue guy. Matty James, long shot over top, searching for a goal. He likes the blue guy. You're not allowed. Cambridge, even with Brum, do your thing. Do your thing. But yes, the parachute payments work for over 3 seasons. That's why you end up seeing teams come down and go back up. And they have them for a reason. I've got some House of Lords and some House of Commons conversations about why they have them, why they shouldn't have them, why they're a good thing, why they're a bad thing. And so I'll piece all that together with the actual numbers and we'll figure it out. Like button is half off today. Ooh, cover.
Dada,
Mm-hmm.
what's that?
That's what people are watching us on. They can see your face.
That is my hair.
That is your head and your hair. Yeah. Sorry if you guys were looking
That
for something.
is my eyes.
It is professional today. I'm just having a little bit of fun with this in the celebration. Sarah's here. How are you, my friend? A referee having a talking to.
Dad, I love you.
Oh, I love you.
Dada,
Mhm.
how many minutes?
Oh, I'm going to be here for a long time. You want to go snuggle with Bum? Maybe bother her and see if you can get some sugary cereal?
No.
I think the magic word today should be corn pops. Go tell Mom you want some corn pops. Love you.
Dad, I'm gonna go under this.
Okay.
I forgot under that.
You did it. Good job. Close the door, please.
No, open the door.
Oh.
Ow.
Would I exchange promotion for an FA Cup win? I would. I would. Now I have to scroll up and find out what it was. I'm reading so much. Wild and Free. What was your last post? When you said aw? Or the pylons on TV? I probably would. I would take an FA Cup win over this because I think that promotion for us out of League One is inevitable. Yes, we got it done in the season, the back-to-back. Oh, God, but that's the other thing is everybody can say they've won an FA Cup trophy. Well, not everybody, but lots of teams can say it. Nobody can say they've gone back-to-back through the EFL. I don't know. That's a tough one. I probably would. Just because I do think that we'd be going up eventually. So Looking for people you know in a crowd of Wrexhamites is always entertaining. Rotherham scores 1-1 in the Peterborough match there. Carlisle's up 2, or Salford scores, but Carlisle's up 2-1. Sarah from Blackpool. Yes, you do get the Europa League qualification. You get the history and all that sort of stuff. I think I'd take it, but it's tight. If this was a non-back-to-back-to-back year, I would definitely take the FA Cup. Mark Griffiths is talking about the location of the traffic cones because there's more than just those 4 or 5 that are together. There's another one apparently up behind them. Traffic cones, a popular costume. Tim's Liverpool are the champs. Wrexham's moving up now. Only if the NFL team could get it together. Yeah, I stopped watching hockey. Can't stand my owners, so that sucks. And so I'm stuck with a season full of, I guess, the Whitecaps. Hackett rips it in, dangerous, headed away, up, over. They're pointing for a corner, but goal kick given. Blackpool 1, Bristol Rovers 1. Let's have another look here and see what I can get for. Like Walsall's running. You want to talk about falling off the map? Like they were at the top looking like they were going to be free and clear. 2 points in their last 5. Like what the freak? Leyton Orient, that's a big one. Huddersfield getting back into it is still big, but for Leyton Orient, those 2 goals, and they've got the goal differential. So Reading is going to have to do a thing. As long as they win the June 1st game. Do I watch that one? Do we do a watch along for the Vancouver Whitecaps on June 1st? I don't even have it up on Google. But I know it's June 1st. They got to go down to Mexico for that one. Cruz Azul. Yeah, I'm not watching it. I'm legitimately. I logged in to see the Oilers come back in a game 3 or game 4 or something, and I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling baseball. The Blue Jays are atrocious again. Wow, that was a horrible flop by Hamilton. Yellow card for simulation. Like that's the worst flop I've seen. There was nobody around when he hit the ground and started to roll on the deck there. I need the flop counter for this one. I don't even know what you call that flop. That's the worst flop I've seen in, well, certainly this year. There's nobody around him. It just starts to roll. Yeah, the Raptors suck. The Blue Jays suck. The Canucks have horrible, crappy owners who are businessmen rather than sports aficionados. It's Wrexham came at a good time. And if you would have told me that the team that would compete for my interest with Wrexham would be the Vancouver Whitecaps after the season and how their fans were when Wrexham came to visit, I would have said absolutely no way. But they're fun to watch. MLS is a league, doesn't play defense. And those guys are counterattacking fiends. Ogonko's a little bit mad that he's not in goalie of the year, so he's stepping up and doing his thing. Right? They're saying Wrexham's second best. No kidding, we're second best in this one. Sorry, just doing a thing. James McLean going to do the throw-in. I haven't heard anything about this, the iFollow stream going down. Are you having issues with it? Championship's not just a really hard league. It's a patently unfair league. I mean, it is what it is. We'll embrace it and take our swings and do our challenges. But and it's not just that's not just a Wrexham thing. There are going to be 19 teams, 18 teams that are at a structural disadvantage going into it, and it makes it challenging. And I realize why they do. Wait for the video. I've been putting together the graphics and trying to make it so it's palatable. I've got to grab some Twitter stuff. I got to grab some table stuff. I've got videos from the House of Lords and the House of Commons so that you guys can understand it's not just me. But yeah, iFollow is working perfectly fine for me. So Lincoln City pushing ball through the middle of the pitch. Dangerous opportunity over here, right-hand side. Ogonkwo, big stop. I know a dive out and got a little exuberant there on the push out. Maybe a little fortunate. Maybe. It doesn't matter. Don't ask questions. Just stop the ball. Celebrate. Still 0-0. Just broke the line over on the right-hand side and a right footer, and he got down, the left hand on it, went to collect it, and then a flop, dive, freak out over top. Settle. James, long ball over the top. It's hard to get excited because it doesn't really mean anything, right? Pointing to the patch on his arm and then pointing to the Lincoln fans and saying, "You're staying here." I'm watching it and the feels aren't there. You know what I mean? Like, they get the ball. There's no frustration. We're laying off. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Here they come again. Collins gets it across. Laid in. Somebody grab it. There he is. Well, not somebody. Somebody Ogonkwo. 92 points would be so nice. Do we worry about it? It's the only... to be fair, John, he had two weaknesses coming into the season. One, he didn't take enough control of his own 6-yard box. He would sit back too passively too many times and would not go out and get the ball. He's done much better there. As we sit at the half after 46 minutes of a nothing burger. But I guess we take it. Nobody cares. Does anybody care? We're going to the championship. Why would we bother? We'll take a look around here. We'll take a look around the table and see if I can bring it up without exploding the system. Just give me a second here. I'm breaking things. Don't mind me. Let's see if I can bring up some of the stuff here through the window capture. I'm on the wrong window capture because I shut everything down. Haha. Just have a look and you guys can tell me what your thoughts are. It's such a fascinating day because it's weird watching Wrexham. It's the problem. It's maybe the only time that I have absolutely no emotion. Even the game last year, I don't remember it being like this. It's just maybe it's disbelief that we're going to be in the championship doing our thing. For reference, let's go to the championship table. They played earlier today, so these are all final scores. If I'm able to bring them up, I will go to window capture. It probably won't be pretty. Properties. There it is. Okay. Turn it on. I slide over to this side so that when I bring it up, you can see it here. So there is the table. Leeds takes it, champions on goal differential. Congratulations, moving up. Burnley moving up. And so that leaves these 4 teams. Sheffield United is going to end up with Bristol City. That was an opportunity. Both Blackburn and Millwall had the opportunity to jump up and to scoop over top of Bristol City. Neither of them took that opportunity. So Bristol City sneaks in as the last team. They'll get Sheffield United, Sunderland, and Coventry. That's going to be a battle. One of those teams will not be championship next year. Man, I put on the window capture and the whole system is like, don't like this. And so then after that, the teams that are guaranteed, 7 down through 21, Hull City escapes on goal differential over top of Luton Town. Both finishing at 49 points. Luton Town, 14 more goals allowed. So Cardiff City, we knew they were going down. Plymouth Argyle, they join them. Luton Town also goes down. I think the only disappointment for me here is I probably would have preferred Preston to Luton Town just because Preston is Preston. Is that fair? I'm all fuzzy. But there's the lineup, and I'm just going to get out of this really quickly because it doesn't seem to like it. The League 2 table. Donny's well up ahead, so they're going to have the lead. Port Vale. The battle here is really for third place. Bradford and Walsall. Walsall gets a point, and Bradford doesn't. Gets a point. Will do it even. No, sorry, it won't. They're tied right now. They need to get a win. So if Walsall can find a goal in their game and jump over top of Bradford City, then Bradford's stuck in the playoffs where they're going to be taking on Notts County's there for sure because they're losing and they're still at 72. AFC Wimbledon could potentially go over top of them. Chesterfield and could draw into that battle, but that's the top of the table. And you can look down below. It's already secure. It's Carlisle and Morecambe that are going down. Tranmere just escaping. Unfortunate there. I would have loved to have been rubbing it into Tranmere fans, but it is what it is. And then I guess we can jump up to the Premier League, which we've known for a while. The 3 teams that are there. And this is the divide between the Prem and the Championship is 3 up, 3 down. That's exactly what happened. Ipswich, Leicester, Southampton, they go up. Ipswich, Leicester, Southampton go down. 11 points, 2 wins, 5 draws, and 28 losses for the year for Southampton. And they're going to be a top team in the Championship. That's the nature of the divide. It's scary. It's scary. But when you have that much money and they've got the system set up how it is, it's just how it works. So let's get rid of that. Bring that over here, clear that off so we can clear that off. So I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on all of that, but I've broken my computer and I've lost my stream. So I will bring that back up momentarily as we go back to the chat and see what's going on and find out what you guys want to talk about. The chasm at the bottom is crazy, and the inverse is true, Deandra, at the top. The murderous row that is the top 5 teams in the Championship is crazy. And you're sort of kind of looking for a lottery win to get your butt into that, right? It's not the easiest battle and competition to sneak into. But I'll particularize that and I'll demonstrate. I don't think that Wrexham's got a bad chance. My audio is better than somebody else's audio? That's crazy. Ben Tozer's organizing the Vegas trip. And who is it that gets to take part this year? Is it Max? No, Max is... Who didn't get to take part in the trip last year that actually gets to take part in all of the festivities because they're now 21? I think it's Swansea. Somebody else tell us in the chat. It has to be Swansea, right? Maybe Sheffield United if they're not one of the teams that goes up. I can't see it being anybody else. I really can't. Geographically, there's not really a good pick. Historically, I mean, it's been, 43 years since we've been up in the division? Not a lot of history there. The glory years, 43 years. That's nuts, right? I'm sorry, I'm just doing a thing here and trying to figure out what's going on. It will be okay. Stoke is easy to get to, so that means but the history of Stoke, I've been to Western. If you haven't been, and here's another shout out, WREXHAMAFCarchive.co.uk. They have all of the matchups, so that's how you could look up the Lincoln City match and the 4-2 win the year the relegation down to the National League at the end of the year. That's how far off Wrexham was in staying in League Two back 6,096 days ago, something like that. All is well and right with the world and the universe now. But that's the draw, and George, and I'm going to get into that, not just on the statement, but actually looking at the sources and stuff as to Wrexham has new streams to revenue that the teams in the championship and maybe some of the teams in the Prem would die for. The question is are they going to be able to continue to grow it? I think that the promotion of the championship is helpful in that regard, largely because we would have been stuffed if we would have I don't even know what I was talking about. I got distracted looking at my screen. Sorry guys, I'm just not as committed today as I normally would be. All right, things aren't going the way that I want them to here. I will be figuring this out. I miss Brandon. Guarantees the documentary will keep going for an extended period of time. They're going to allow this to see how many years it goes until they have the opportunity to get up to the Premier League. That's a guarantee. That fuels the eyeballs on things. The problem that I've referenced before is you've got to get from followers to fans, and having iFollow bung it up as bad as they did this year isn't going to help them get there. And so what we need to have happen is, whether it's through DAZN in Canada, through Paramount down in the US, which in the US, a lot better coverage. I would love to see some free-to-air games. The challenge is Sky will never do that. I'd love to get rid of the 3 p.m. blackout for two reasons. I don't think, riddle me this, and this is to both UK fans and to North American fans. If you are a fan of a club and you have the election of paying $45, $50, 30 quid, to get out and to go to the stadium to watch the match when you know it's on TV, are you staying at home? I'm not. Wrexham is more famous than Sunderland. This is the crazy thing. When I go around and walk around and say I'm a football / soccer fan, and the team that comes up, the teams that come up are the Manchesters. It's not the London teams. Arsenal, Tottenham, Chelsea, they don't get, it's the Manchester teams, it's Newcastle, and it's Wrexham. At least that's my neck of the woods, and I'm curious if anybody else gets it. But the 3 p.m. blackout, it hurts the product. I want to be able to see the best players in the world playing the best players in the world. I want to see them smashing away at each other and having a good time and battling it out and seeing who I hate, who I like, and all that sort of stuff. Put it out there. That's a highlight to watch. Fight almost broke out between the Orient coach and a Huddersfield player. I'm here for it. One second. I'm going to bring my screen up in a second. I'll just get out of this. And there we go. All right. don't know why it crashed, but that was my browser problem, nothing else. And I think we're good to go. I mean, I can go through the stats. I don't think anybody cares. They've had all the touches in the box, and they've been better than we've been. And that's the thing. I'm really hoping they bring Mullin and Palmer down here to play. Yeah, I could see why that connection to the past would be desirable. I'm not really. I'd like them to declare what's going to happen with them early. Are they coming back next year? Are they getting loaned out? Are they being transferred off to an MLS club or otherwise? I mean, if you're Ollie Palmer, to go and have a season with LAFC or San Diego or something and be close to the Hollywood circuit would probably be desirable, right? And if you can find a way to get that contract off the books and go and do their thing. Yeah, and there's always that as the middle ground. We had that. It's interesting, weather guy. We had that in the CFL for the longest time. There had to be a certain number of ticket sales before they'd end up allowing the game to be on TV. But what they found when they got rid of it was it increased the demand. And so there were more people that were going out. And that's the part that I find fascinating about the whole thing. It just seems like it hurts their demand. So in the U.S., the top 3 most popular teams are Wrexham, Manchester United, and AFC Richmond. I don't think it's AFC Richmond. I don't think they qualify. But Man U, even still, I think is the club that most prefer. What is tomorrow? Yeah, I'm with Dave. It's Sunday. McLean making his way out. He who is, you'll still be here. Mockery. I don't know. This has been such a different day and a different watch along. I hope you guys are okay with it. I've just sort of been sitting back. I think I've called out like 2 shots the whole time through. Yeah, but that's his circle. Him being a Hollywood guy, right? I don't think that's necessarily it. Oh, it's Star Wars Day. I'll drink to that because I just need an excuse to put it. Lincoln City on the ball, going from left to right on your computer screen. Wrexham from right to left in a 0-0 draw in a dead rubber that means nothing to either team. I can't see it. That's nuts. I mean, I watched the whole series, and I wouldn't have even considered AFC Richmond. I don't even know if I would have remembered the name. I got to go to Telescore and get everything started. I'm ready. Get her going. We are underway in the last half of our journey through League One. May we never return. And the other thing is that you consider is, you spend some time in the championship. If we're able to consolidate and if we end up doing our thing and we're there for a while, does it become when you end up having a moment like Birmingham did last year where Rooney drove them into the ground and they go down? You end up going down and you're like, this is fun, this is entertaining, but we're better than this. And for Wrexham as a club, for the story to go from, 19th in the National League to now, this is where we belong. Is here we go. Longman into the area, came out, and Parky must have said something and had some enthusiasms. McLean's going to come out. He's got Sam Smith over the edge of the area, left-hand side, cross. It's there. Header! Blocked away. Wrexham was like, yeah, we played possum for a half. Now we'll go out and we'll grab 3 points and just give it a go. We're going to give it a go. That was delicious. That's all I got to say. 6 o'clock in the morning beer. They will be, but it won't be today. I mean, dead rubbers are tough because it's just tough to have that edge. And players are so talented that without that edge, it just becomes like a practice. Practice? You want to talk about practice? I'm out here working hard and you talk about practice? Not the game. Not the game. Dariqua Irwan, left footer up to Gardner, left-hand side through the middle. Collins leaves it back. Ruffin slides all the way forward from this left back spot and just missed the crossover to the far post to Hackett, who couldn't get there. FFS indeed. Oh. Fan posted tomorrow's pick to Discord. Ooh, Wickham 1, Stockport 0. Still waiting on what outcome's gonna be. Charlton currently sitting in 4th, Stockport 5th, Leighton 6th. So that's Wickham versus Leighton. As it sits, Reading can still answer that if they can find a goal. There it is, back to back to back, ole ole. Back to back to back, ole ole. I remember sitting in Wickham when the fans were singing that while we were walking out, and I was like, I just don't feel comfortable singing that. Like I'm gonna jinx the God's dangerous. Oh, miss hit and Cluworth with the easy little shin shift to get that one away, but that was brutal as far as Lincoln City was trying to. That was right into the area, wide open, lands on his feet, and he's not able to put it through. But I thought if I start singing back to back to back, ole ole, that I'm going to piss off the football gods, and we're going to have a problem. Hackett gets it across, all the way across goal, and oof, you got to do better than that. Does Gardner as he right foots it, and just it rolls forward. Crawley ahead of Shrewsbury at the battle at the bottom. Collins dances between McLean and Rathbone, gets dispossessed. It comes to McLean, he'll leave it for Rathbone. Turn it. Let's do things the other way for fun. Just have some fun. Max with the save. $40 points, 8 wins, 10 draws. Salps. What was it? 8 years? 9 years? That they've been in League One, just sitting in the middle, trying to find their way. Wah, wah. Man, if you're a Walsall fan, you're going to be losing your damn mind right now. I would be so peeved at my team for the choke job that they've done. And they're going to end up in the playoffs up against, right now as it sits, Chesterfield's found a goal. And they've bumped Grimsby and Salford below them. So Chesterfield, National League promoted last year, champions. I think they were champions. Bromley finished, won the playoffs. So Chesterfield has the opportunity to take on a Walsall side and make them get their way to Wembley. I want some 24 to 26-year-old talent too. Brunt, switch on, horrible delivery. We're just not on it. We're just not on it. This is a... But I'm here with you guys, so it's good that way. But this is not the prettiest football. Let's be honest. You go from the best away game that Wrexham had, certainly this year, maybe all season. And then you go through, as far as actual football goes, was there a game better than the Charlton one? As far as Wrexham's concerned in our performance? Not like competition, not we're going to punch you in the mouth back and forth. But was there one? Because last weekend we were spoiled. That was sexy. That was damn sexy. Oh, 52nd minute. Time's ticking away. This would have been an opportunity. Seb Revin down the wing, not happening. I think 2 to 3 players to start off. Yeah, but I also think that, so there's 2 things that we know about Parky through the windows. One, he doesn't rush. He identifies his targets, and then he sets an expectation as to what their worth is, and it either works or it doesn't. And he doesn't come back with like, oh, you refused my offer, I'm going to raise this up. As Longman comes in, right foot, cross down, scores! The White Pele goes by the name of White Pele. So I said, who is he? He goes by the name of Elliot Lee. Beautiful, 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 gorgeous, stunning, amazing cross from the right-hand side from Longman. Elliot Lee sneaks in there, and you could tell they were in trouble. Ghostbusters? Oh, that's an astronaut NASA. We got Luigi. Gets stabbed in right foot, cross all the way across, and you knew they were in trouble when all I saw in the middle was 3 gold jerseys and 1 center back. And so you can give it one of these. Boop. Oh, not getting ahead of myself. Gorgeous. Just swarm them in the middle, right in the center of the box. Sam Smith, Rathbone, Elliot Lee are all right there. And Lincoln has their heads up there. And they missed it. Couldn't see the play developing. There was a spoiler. I didn't see a spoiler. Lee for governor. Is Wales becoming the 52nd state? Lee. Oh, now we're going to do this, are we? Is this what we're doing? Longman. He draws it back. Elliot Lee. Oh. So it's going to go for a corner instead. We are searching. Uh-oh. That's not good for Reading. And man, to be a Reading fan and to think that this, if this was a loss, this could be like death of club type stuff. Like, I'm like 30 seconds ahead watching it on. See, and that's sad. The fact that I'm getting the stream as fast as it should be coming to me, and the delay between YouTube as we take a short corner. They're hungry. The players are all now like they've opened up, they've cracked the egg. They're like, hey, let's run this. Like, no, everybody's like, I want to pad my stats. Elliot Lee on a search, trying to get around his man. Oh, he kept it in. He's going to get it back. Can you get a cross in, Mr. Lee? Come on, Pele. Dancing, spinning, going the other way, left, 360. This beautiful header, all headed back. Max Kluworth had a chance. Max Kluworth had that chance. Elliot Lee was like, so you don't think I'm ready for the championship? You have doubts about whether I'm qualified to perform in this midfield? Let me show you something. Let me just take a moment here. Let me do some things. Spun his man around, confused him, had his limbs twisted, and an easy as left-footed cross. It was gorgeous. And then we just had Maximilius prove that sometimes he's human. Right-footed in-swinger from the left-hand side, but the referee has to come in and say, be good, gentlemen. Please, Mr. Scar, don't be such a bully. To have rugged good looks and to be physical just is not a fair combination. Leave something for the rest of us, please. Charlton, 3-1. Man, we are... Lee, absent for the first half, is everything in the second. James draws it back. A jiu-jitsu competition. Good luck to her. I think that's awesome. Maddie James with it. Wimbledon up on Grimsby. I don't think that changes anything in the table. I think they were pretty much set to go up. Maybe secures them over Chesterfield. Sam Smith got some space. Saved. Oh, and he was able to keep it. Wow. That was an impressive stop then. I think more than anything, what that does is that limits Chesterfield's opportunity from being able to draw in. Could they have drawn in? No. Wickham up, so they're sitting comfortably in third. And they have the goal differential advantage. Charlton at home to Stockport would be the match, and Wickham at home to Leyton Orient. I would have preferred to have, to be fair, Wickham and Leyton Orient meet at Wembley. But the Wombles. Oh, here comes Lincoln City all the way forward, right-footed, and stabbed away by Scar. Darikwa, the right back, all the way forward, not Hackett, and he tried to get a pass across, and Dan Scar just says, nah, I'm good. Get this out of here. Tiny but mighty. I know that well. I married small. She's mighty. She's fiery. I'd say fiery. And my mom's one of those little people who counts their quarter inches like they really matter. Oh, she's listening. Sorry. Hi, Mom. I love you. Long throw. Oh, Gonko just grabs it and goes the other way. Smith got behind but couldn't grab it as that was stopped there by, that wasn't Duriqua, that was having subs already. Arrowhome, sorry, it was back in defense. I keep debating, there's a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu just opened up near us and we're debating putting the kids into it and stuff. And the only problem that I have with it is the cost. It ain't cheap, that stuff. It's hard to justify a $400 bill times 2 to go and roll around for a monthly activity, like a weekly activity. But we might do it anyway. I don't know. That was a good pass. I'm talking to Mark Griffiths as though he can hear me. Arrowhome got picked that one up, and here's Brunt on the full run, gets it up to Smith. Go up and get your goal, Brunty. Smith is going to hold him up. Got McLean on the left. Got Lee behind. He's going to hold back heel to himself, says Elliot Lee. Watch me. And it's going to go on the switch. Mr. Scar up to Dobson. Dobson to Cleworth. Dobson gets it back 35 yards away from goal. Mr. Longman, he's going to draw it back. And are we doing the switch? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Gail's got a couple of pics on Discord today. Let me go back. There she is with the Wrexham Dragon. That's awesome. Whoa, not in it. Enough Rathbone with space and room. I don't think he realized how much time he had as he right-footed that one. Something's happening, edge of the area, but I'm still watching highlights. Scores! That took forever as Mark Griffith is getting excited in my ear, and I can't tell you what's happening in the yellow card because you took your shirt off, sir. Mr. Longman, you're not allowed to show off your abs because it makes all of us old men feel jealous. Swinging his jersey around, having fun. Up 2-0. I had no idea what happened on it because I wasn't watching because there were highlights. And then Mark Griffith's getting excited, but I have no idea. I saw the very end of the goal on the right-hand side as it ends up with Long when he plops it into the right of the net. But they said that the buildup was glorious. They told me it was gorgeous. 4 more minutes until Barney comes in for Longman. Now that he's picked up his yellow card, he just wanted to take the rest of the day off. Life is good. Life is comfortable. Life is wonderful. It's just a good time. Like, can you imagine, like, next year, Stadium of Light? Like, that's the type of stuff that Wrexham is doing. And you sit here and you watch these performances and you forget that that's going to be the outcome. There it is. Oh, give it to me. Walsall, that adds 2 points to the total, puts them on 77. And now it's Bradford who has to find something late or they'll end up being in the playoffs. Bottle it, you chickens. Typical Reds, we only show up for one half. And sometimes we show up in halves that we don't even need to win and worry about. As Lincoln City's going to do their stuff, and the fans are just in full voice. Whew. Bramall Lane is more of our, like, all right, fair enough. I mean, I just think it's going to be, please, if you want to get the emotional disbelief and perspective, I think that, I push Eat More Chips. Welsh Techie is an absolute beaut. I push Fearless in Devotion. You've got Josh doing his thing on the pundit. But Rob Ryan Red's back-to-back special that was on not the last broadcast, the one before, is a must listen, because for those of us in North America who want to try to understand the sense of having Wrexham doing what it's doing, not just on the pitch, but also as far as an international club, that's epic. And get that feel. And watching this and hearing everybody sing, man, the whole championship thing next year. And there's my mom coming in with my comment about her being small. I still outweigh you. No, you don't. No, you don't. Problem is that you're getting to the point where you can recruit your nephew, and he's probably going to be able to wipe me out pretty soon. Not nephew, my nephew, your eldest grandson. You think they could do a tracker that's a bit less restrictive? Technology? What? "65th minute. At least one season in the championship, I'm confident we're going to stick. I'm confident we're going to tie a knot in the rope. I think the question for me is do they take a year where they kind of soft pedal it a little bit so that they can build the stuff? Oh, look, that wasn't a foul. Is he getting booked for it? Oh, Bayless. Well done on the performance. Well done on the performance. There wasn't any contact. We know you would like him to take the whole top off, simmer down. Right? You know what, Deandra, see, I'm getting it. Heart and breathing monitors and limited options. Excessive, they'll have a whole crop top on. She's like, I just want to be able to enjoy all of it. Could I just have a moment to enjoy all of it? Stupid crop top. That's how we feel about bikinis, but I'm not going to say anything more than that. Inappropriate. The toque to be framed. For sure. WG says we're likely to finish in mid-table. That's where I think we're cued to be, assuming that we add at least 12 million in wages. Do. Freaking useless. Do. Is that how that would? I don't know. I haven't heard that one. They're white and Welsh and fluffy, or the sheep are wonderful. Mid-table, top 15 is possible. Yep. I think the downside is, I think that's where our home is for an extended period of time unless they really want to gamble. This is where sustainability runs the difference between the lottery opportunity. Because if you really want to have a crack at it, you either just keep running season after season, sitting in that group looking for a shot, or you buckle down and you end up eating some losses and you really give it a flying and see where we go. Walsall up into third, finding Magic potentially in the death. Salford saying they want to have an opportunity to try and draw into the conversation for the top 7, but they need Chesterfield to drop because of the goal differential. Bolton. If they go Mankini. Lincoln City going to look to try and get a corner here. Left-footed in swinger going to be served up here. There's going to be a chat. I didn't look up the referee, but he looks young. And I would have hoped that when they did the assignments, they might have looked at this one and pulled somebody from the National League or given them their EFL game. Just because I'm on a diet doesn't mean I can't check out the menu. I've tried to use that excuse before. Easily headed away. Nothing. A sure to center place. I don't want to be. I don't need the drama. Plus, you want to be able to build on the momentum, and it's a thing to go in and then like have to hold on, right? I don't want the excitement. I want the club to be able to build, get the infrastructure set into place, clear up some of the dead weight contracts. Hate to say it, but we've got a lot of players that aren't championship ready that we've got on that we're going to be either having to loan out or mutually terminate or do whatever we need to do, or just end up paying them out. We're going to have to go and figure something out. As Rathbone, Spry jumps in front. Lee got McLean. He's waiting for him. McLean's lollygagging. Now he's got him 18 yards, 9 yards, left foot blocked. It's still there for McLean. Oh, this top spin on that thing brought it right back to the Lincoln defender. Yes. Well, at least during the offseason. Keep it up. Reading trying to draw back into it, rescue the season. They're so far back on points, though. They'd need Leighton to drop too. I think Reading's toast. I hope not toast permanently, but I think as far as their season, Rathbone into the area, spinning around, 70th minute approaching. Big stadiums, lots of Prem teams, lots of clubs on big money. It's going to be mad. From like 8-9 million quid turnover to teams that we're going to be facing that are like, what is that? 9 digits? 9 digits? Hundreds of millions? Not hundreds, I guess. That's as good as it gets. I think the perfect season, the perfect off season, the perfect growth and development gets us to a top 6 spot. 27,000. I mean, I could look that up. Oh, less than that. 18,787. Sunderland had 48,000. Rotherham had 12,000. Fletcher, Lee, Barnett for Longman. Kendall's like, it sucks that I work every Saturday. Kendall, you just have to put me in your ear, or Mark Griffiths, or somebody. Scottish Jesus and Barney time. Thrown in. Smith offside, taken back. 2 through promotion and 1 through the playoffs, right? Same setup as we have as far as the 3, 6, 4, 5 this season. Yeah, we are going to be tiny. So it's incumbent on us to ensure that the club has all of our money that they need for the new kits and all that sort of stuff as they come out, as we get all of that to look forward to. Yellow card for Hackett. Rathbone feeling it. Get him off, coach. No need for him to still be on the pitch. Go down, take a treatment, or even better, just yoink him. I'd have to bring up the subs to find out who the mid on the bench is. And I click on the wrong thing and I get Welsh Techie's mug staring me, gorgeous mug, staring me in the face. Stockport evens it up with Wickham. The drama is everywhere else. It's not with us. So on the bench, Revan O'Connor could come in. Cross, opportunity, far post, nobody there. No, collected by the keeper. Wickham's able to grab it. Having a look, I still see Walsall leading and Bradford at 0-0. That's good. A shift as it's now Wickham versus Leighton and Charlton versus Stockport. Well, that's not true. That's what it was before, and it hasn't been updated yet. So Stockport gaining 2 points, they're going to jump up, and so they'll just take the home, or up 1 point, sorry, and they'll just, take over home field advantage. The parachute payments. You have to remember, parachute payments go for 3 years. I still think there's 2 more. Because was it West Brom that just comes off of the parachute payments next year? Because it's been there 3 years, has been passed over. But the subsidized payments. Stay tuned. I'm going to break all that down. I'll just bring up the sheet. WREXHAM financials. Go to the 23-24 championship. Oh, I know why, because I was looking at it. It's from year ending 2024. So Norwich and Watford will fall off. West Brom would have been off this year. And so we're looking at Leeds, Leicester, and Southampton going up, coming back down. So yeah, okay. Well, that's good news because that makes it more competitive. Those teams that are on the parachute payments end up having the greater opportunity, but I think TOC should be coming in. Oh. 76 minutes. Sorry, it's so chill and relaxing watching a game and soaking it up and enjoying it when it's 2-0 up in the last game in League One, and we're set. The WREXHAM Australia tour. I'm glad they're going down there. They've done the US. They've dipped into Canada. both sides of the U.S. Now, rush yourself over to Australia. Maybe consider a South American tour. That would be amazing. Watch Welcome to Wrexham reruns. That's going to be happening, getting all caught up. No, it just refreshes, WNG. It just refreshes. If you go up and you go down, it just refreshes for the 3 years. Okay, yep, you're right. Sheffield's on. Lost the ball late and moving forward with the subs. And Ogonko says, I like my clean sheets. Thank you very much. It's just fun. It's just fun. Ogonko gets us back underway because he didn't have to do the tippy toes. It stayed in the wickets. A nice little pass forward. Fletcher! Oh, good save. Wickens getting over to the right-hand side. Ugh. I'm going to be sticking around. So one of the things is one reason to click and subscribe is we're going to watch my dating video. 8 years ago, I did a dating video of first dates, and Channel 4 picked it up in the UK. And there's a Facebook. I found out via Facebook when my mug showed up in my own thing as an advertisement and said, this video has 532,000 views. I was like, 532,000 views, 1,200 comments, 4,000 likes and interactions. And so we're going to be doing that. It's 46. The biggest difference is, so the biggest things is only 2 cups next year, EFL, FA, and we join in the 3rd round. And so we don't have to play our way into it. So there are far less games, even though it's 46, because we're not playing in the Virtu Trophy, the EFL Trophy. We're not playing all of the lead-up games to qualify and move through first proper rounds. Yeah, and that's the big thing that I'm doing. Stockport coming back and doing his thing. Poor little Wickham. TST is possible. The tough part about TST is I might have to find somebody in the UK who wants to cover it. Lots of work for Sean. I got it. Yeah, there's 20 more clubs I got to do. Is all the way forward. They open the gate, and then Brunt just says, nope. Strips the ball from him, and he keeps running. Right-footed, blocked. Max and Brunt just showing off right now. Oh, got dragged down by Matty James, who pulled the feet out from under him. It was on first dates. So we'll watch it together. We'll let Deandra react because she is hilarious. And we'll probably pause frequently through the whole thing. And then I'm going to make it subscriber only. And we'll do it live, and we'll set it all up. And she's gone from the 10th to the 17th. The premier is less than that. It's 34, but they've still got one left. Is it 35? Oh, no. They've got lots of games left. 3. That doesn't make sense. 38? Is that what it is? I don't follow the Prem. Don't care. I will care in the future. League 2 table, Walsall still up. Hit the refresh button just to confirm. Yes. Stockport securing itself into 3rd place, and their home one that's driven into the wall on the free kick. 9 minutes left in League 1, ladies and gentlemen. 9 minutes and at a time left in League 1. Yeah, is that like an in-person meetup? We can do that. But yeah, the TST, it comes quick. I mean, we're only May, June, 2.5 months away from the preseason games. Premise 38. Thank you, John. Poor Reading. I really hope that the sale goes through and they're able to get rid of Dye. Don't need Dye. Killing the ding is O'Connor. Smith, Dobson. Smith, can he get there? Ooh. I don't think I may watch the Wembley matches. I don't think I want to watch the semis, but to me the championship game in Wembley, just because that's going to be two of the top 4 teams in the championship, worth watching and kind of having I'd like to do that. I'd like to watch the League One Wembley to see who's coming up with us. The playoff final. I might want to watch the League Two if Bradford City's in it, just so I can watch their hearts shatter and them cry numerous tears. See, the thing is I would love for Leyton Orient and or Wickham. For me, it's those 2 clubs. I have a lot of respect for Charlton. I think that they have the best management staff in League One. And when I say management staff, I mean like they're the CEO, not the manager of the club, like not the team manager, the Parky's role. So I have a lot of respect for Charlton Athletic because of their hiring practice and who they are. Wickham, you have to speak well of Wickham. Smaller club, had its battles, did its thing, held on to players, tried to make a run, helped out Wrexham and a Wrexham in a time of need, saved his life. Yeah, like Wickham, you're awesome. And Leyton Orient, because they helped beat Wickham so that we could get a chance for the promotion last week. I mean, for me, all of that stuff is glorious. There are games in the States. The women are in this. The TST, you mean? The club's not going this year. We should watch them to reduce our time apart. Oh, that's sweet. I'll have to talk to the boss. The challenge for that one too, now I get to enjoy holiday. I haven't been up to my parents' place in forever and a big contributing reason to that is because it's tough to arrange with everything going on. So we're heading up for the main long weekend. Can Cambridge hold on to a draw? Nope. You jinxed it. John, don't ever do that again. Questions not allowed. Statements only. Marriott on for Smith. Ogonko gets it on. I hope they're doing Fletcher. Wickens grabs it. Fletcher's going to lay it off. O'Connor sky ball. Oh my God. Boo O'Connor. Boo. I hate to say it. O'Connor not ready, not just because of that, but you look at the statistics of his passing accuracy and stuff as he was coming from the back. And I know he's more of a defensive mid, but I just don't think we have a place for him. Going to Australia. I hope they're singing like 4 more minutes in League One or whatever the song is. It was National League, but League One, you can't do it. In League One, 4 more minutes in League One. And just do it over and over and over again. Google TST and got a company and then a satanic temple. Fletcher, O'Connor draws it back. He's not taking another shot. Matty James over to the right. Cluworth, he's like, I want my league leading goal to be the last goal of the season. Shrewsbury eking in on Crawley. Come on. Do your thing, Fleetwood. Is that Luke Young's? I haven't followed along as to. He's with Cheltenham, not Fleetwood. Dobson tried to feed through to Marriott and it just bounced off and went the other way. And so here comes Lincoln. Brunt gets danced around. McLean's shoulder barge. Brunt steals the ball away. And McLean walks over and gives him that, get up. Get up. Get up. Scar, right-hand side. Barney, lots of space. Halfway line, still looking. Marriott was thinking about giving him the ball, but draws it back. Dobson. That defines their season, DeAndre, doesn't it? Is that not... God. Up the sheep shag in town. Abso-freaking-lutely. Do you want me to save that for a video? We can all... I remember going through the contracts expiring in 2025. It was like, not really. Ewan O'Connell, Stephen Fletcher, Mark Howard, yep. Liam Hall, Brad Foster. We have an option. We can extend on Brad Foster if we wish. That's 23-year-old Brad Foster. And Josh Adam, which interesting with Josh Adam too. Only 21. Man City project. See whether he's able to get back in. It gets more interesting on the roster stuff the following year. Rodriguez, Marriott, Bolton, Evans, Cannon, James, Burton, Boyle, Mendy, McLean, Palmer, Nicholas. That's a lot of weight that we'd like to cast off. Todd Bertuzzi. Yeah. As long as he doesn't punch anybody in the back of the head and make them collapse on their spine, we're good. Minute and a half in League One. I think for Charlton, they'll be happy with that. Nobody really wanted to take the sixth place team on. And so they're going to get a weakened Wickham side with a home advantage. I think that puts Charlton through. The question is Stockport or Leyton Orient. For me, I'm comfortable watching Stockport fall on their face. Right? Did us a solid, help themselves, get themselves in there, and I hope they knock Stockport out and dance their way all the way. If it's Leyton Orient Wickham, I don't know who I cheer for. If it was Leyton Orient Charlton, I'm cheering for Leyton Orient. That tends to be where I'm probably leaning, to be fair. Loan. Mutual termination. Was it his son or just the same name? I don't know. I do have a video that I also want to put together about, and I might be working with Josh on a thing. And so there's a whole bunch of stuff. As a free kick, James stepped in. I didn't see how much time was added at the 90th minute. We're still waiting to see the clock. That was, stepped right on the top of his boot. We are going up. We knew this already. Start of the day. Just still disbelief. Yes, so that's going to be the other challenge. Is a lot of the time they do them on Mondays. So getting 1 day a week to occasionally do a game is one thing, but to do it frequently could be another. So we'll see how that happens. We'll do the schedule release. We don't have to play a cup match until January. Think about that. Just over the wall. Think of there's international windows in there in November. It's going to seem like we're not talking to each other. It's going to feel like I'm mad at you. We're in a breakup. You're going to be like, the communication's gone. You used to be there all the time for me, Sean. Now you're never around. I still love you though. It's not you. It's the league. I'm pretty sure they do. Let's do Paramount, CBS, Sports Golazo, DAZN, Disney Plus in the Caribbean, down in the Caribbean and South America. There will be more eyes. Nephew, there we go. Thank you. RKO with the details. The best thing you can do is livesoccertv.com and pick a championship club in whatever country you're on. It's on Go3 Extra Sports Estonia, if you're curious. Where's it on in East Timor? See, how are we going to get the guy from East Timor, somebody or girl, how are we going to get a viewer from East Timor to join us if they don't even have a club there? 92 minutes. I missed how much added time there was. I don't even know when the whistle is going to go. I don't care. We're running it down, and this is going to be the end of League One for a while. It's just good. Right footer, Lincoln City trying to do a thing and take away a clean sheet. Just settle down, guys. It's the end of the season. Scream for a handball, not given, right footed, bounce, and they're going to get a corner. No, Ogonko comes out and grabs it and plays it. He kicks it over, and he'll wait until he falls on the ball. It's a good day. How fun would it be? I guess not as fun as being at the Kairos last week, Jason Smith. I'm talking to you. But still a pretty epic experience. And we do have to go for some food or something. It's over. The last minutes in League One are complete. Wrexham on its way to the championship. Oh, it's a glorious day. Just to say those words. We knew they were coming. We'd secured it last week, but thank you guys for joining us for what was an informal, very different watch along. And I even got donations and I didn't even catch them. Dave Foster, you absolute beauty, throwing $20 into the cause. That is amazing. And thank you so very much. I missed that one. And then Dave nicely says, I've got some too. And then Deandra, you guys, I appreciate it. We got videos. They're coming. I'll connect with Deandra. We'll make a plan. I'm connecting with Josh because we're going to put together a video for like a season wrap type thing. It has been an epic season, and I'm very appreciative of all of you guys for continuing to invest and have fun and enjoy this as a part of the add-on to your whole Wrexham experience. Where's Waldo? It's been epic. The women had a great season as well. Somewhat disappointing in the sense that they had a bad start, but nothing but optimism and hope there as they continue to grow there. The academy continues to build. The infrastructure, get the infrastructure. Michael, do your thing. That's the only bad thing I will say about the club in the season, because everything else gets A+ letter grades all the way through, and then you get a C- to Michael. But what a season it's been. I love you guys. I do. I love doing this. I'm having a lot of fun. It makes me happy. And long may it continue. I'm looking forward to. I will regret it. I will admit, by about the 17th, who are you? I've hit a wall, and I'm tired, and it is tough to continue to get them across the line. But at the moment, I'm really excited. So I'm going to see what I can do to get those things all fired up and going and follow along. I do want to go back to the League Two table. They're still playing in Bradford City. Bradford City needs to get a goal, 90th minute +3, that they're sitting there against Fleetwood. And if they don't, they miss out on auto promotions to a Walsall squad. And I just want to go back to the Walsall squad just so that we can follow along, because I love Bradford. The only thing that gives me almost as much joy as watching Wrexham succeed as watching Bradford City. And I know Chester's the rival and Shrewsbury sucks and all that sort of stuff, but Bradford City has the biggest as fans. So Sydney FC, Melbourne, and Wellington Not Auckland FC. They're going to New Zealand and going to play Wellington. Yes, and so I mean, we've done the shout outs early, and it's tough to cover it. Brendan obviously has been an absolute rock. Deandra doing her thing. W&G filling in with the gap. Kim with the humor. All of the Daves. It's been absolute blast and a treat, and this doesn't go. I will say this: if you want to do something with the Red Horde, and please reach out to me. The Discord channel. Follow along for the post. I'll make sure that I can find the link. It's not working. But if you want to learn how to do Canva, super easy. I'm old and crotchety, and I could still figure it out. If you want to make some graphics together and do some stuff, if you're interested in, we've had some stats people that were interested. If you want to do social media posting, if you want to help with the editing, the more people who do more things frees up time for me to do more things. And so by all means, fill your boots. And let us know, because I'd love to incorporate in whatever capacity people want to be incorporated in. It's our community. We get to steer where it's at. So thank you so much for everybody. I'm gonna stick around as I watch. They're at Walsall's at 90th minute +5. Obviously, if Crew scores, they could rescue Bradford City. If Bradford City scores against Fleetwood, they rescue them in the automatic promotions. Just going around the League One table just to see if they match up, and we'll find out what's going on. Deandra got distracted, and so everything that I just said, I said a lot of nice things about you, Deandra, and now it sounds like Charlie Brown's teacher probably doing the wah wah wah. Leyton Orient is a final 4-1 over Huddersfield. So they're sitting at 78 points. There's no way Reading's getting 3 goals to try and rescue, or 2 more goals. They got 1 just moments ago. 2 more goals to try and draw themselves in. And even if they just got 1 point, they'd still need 3 more. Wickham, Charlton, it's done. So really we have, it's call it a final 3-1. Nobody's scoring a bunch of goals. Stockport's going to play Leyton and have the home field advantage. Charlton's going to host Wickham in the second half of their series. And Dave, thank you to you guys. It was, yes, we'll meet again. We'll have more celebrations. There will be more opportunities. I'd like to maybe track where people are at and find out. And, we've got Argentinians and Mexicans and down in the US, and people can meet and have socials, just as I have been with the Vancouverite crew. So Leyton Orient's 12:30. You can shush. So you're still chatting away. What a freaking year. No. I just don't want them to have joy. Why does that ruin my day? That puts them at 78 points and puts them into third. Last minute, 90-minute plus. Hold on. Let me get to it. 90 minutes +6. All right. Bradford gets to move its way up into League One, the league that we're leaving. That's fine. They can follow in our heels. Squeak their way in. Oh, God, I hate them. Insufferable. So with that being the case, there's really nothing more to talk about. Wrexham AFC is in the championship. No more commitments in League One. Back to back has been secured. And now we get to watch, what are we doing with the infrastructure? Who's staying? Who's coming? How much are we spending? Is it going to be in the 9 million edition, the 12, 15 million edition? The one thing that we don't know too is what their projected revenues are, because it could be even greater than 15 mil. Smash that like button. Stay tuned to the post. Stay tuned to the channel. We'll be here with the dating show watch along. We'll be here I'm going to try and be here for the Wembley matches, just so that we can get a sense of what's going on. You guys are awesome. And that's how I want to end it. Just with that. Stay around. We'll keep growing. We'll keep building. And message me if you want to do a thing. Message me. We've got lots of space, lots of time for you. Coordinated. You can make it your own and make it bigger, better, more awesome than it is. Not an overhaul. 4 players, and we're fine. 4 players, and we're fine. 17 million edition? It'd be tough to do 17 million if we're going to argue sustainability. I think that there will be an interim year this time. And I think that they will jump up and get their infrastructure in place. They'll pay enough money to ensure that they're mid-table, and away we go. 100 minutes and still going. Didn't stop the clock. Never stop the clock. I'll let it run until we get back here. I didn't look that up, to be fair, and I'll get there. See ya, Mom. Have a good one. Thanks to everybody. We'll catch you as soon as I can catch you. Thanks for being